incorporate this right to self-determination in the Indian Constitution. There is a right to leave the country, which UN has granted. There is a right to enter the country. We, the Sikh people, as the Sikh people from abroad wants to go to Golden Temple, the we people who lived in India wants to go our religious place in Pakistan, Nankana Sahib, which is the birthplace of our religious founder, but we have no right to leave the country to enter the Pakistan to pay homage to our first Guru, to visit the central Sikh place. So we want that the Sikh people living all over the world should have a right to enter freely into India to visit Golden Temple, and we want a right to leave the country to visit Pakistan, where we have to visit our religious place, Nankana Sahib. So these are the fundamental human rights which we want that you should pressurize the Indian government. Last, because I work on the human rights field, last year we found that the thousands of our young men were picked up by the police and they have been disappeared by the security forces. When we went to the courts, the police say that these people have gone abroad and they are working in the Western countries as refugees. But we know that these people have been killed in the false encounters. When we investigate this case, we found that in the municipalities, the cremation grounds of the cities, 25,000 bodies have been cremated as unidentified and unclaimed. These were the bodies of the young men, the persons who have been disappeared by the security forces. And we put the record to the press, to the judiciary, that these are the proofs of unidentified bodies, but we have no justice on this point. Even when we go to the High Court refused that it is not a public litigation. When last month we went to the Supreme Court of India, the Supreme Court was also helpless. There is a National Human Rights Commission, which India claimed that this commission will protect the human rights. We went to the Human Rights Commission. Its chief, Mr. Mishra, but he said, I am helpless because there should be another Human Rights Commission in Punjab, but Punjab government has not formed this commission. I cannot see into the cases which are related to the Punjab. So this is the position. The Indian government claimed that they have formed such and such commissions. There is a judiciary, but when the Sikhs went to the courts, to the commissions, when they demand justice, the Indian unity and integrity feel that it is in danger. So we are denied every human rights. Even in this case, we want that the Indian government, Indian judiciary should only show us the photographs of these dead bodies, because the families of these bodies wants to know that if their boys have been killed or they are now in the custody. But even when we demand the death certificates of these bodies, the certificates are denied. So we want your help on these all issues. The Sikhs are secular and peaceful, but we are discriminated on the basis of religion. And when we fight for our religion, our human rights, we are branded as communal and terrorist. The country which is fighting with all his neighbors, with Pakistan, Bangladesh, China, he is claimed to be as a non-violent, peaceful, and the Sikhs who sacrificed for this country, they are branded as terrorists. This is the tragedy. But I hope the Canadian people, the Canadian Parliament, Canadian government will see into this future, and they will help us to defend our human rights and to live with dignity. I am very thankful, and I hope I want to share one personal thing, that my family was deported from Canada in the Kamagata Maru Jahaj, but I was so happy when last time I visited. Mrs. Clean assured me that Canadian peoples are behind you and behind the Sikh community, and I consider that this is a nice country. That impression was not a real which our family have. Now I am very happy and pleased to visit your country, to meet your people, and I hope you will help us to protect our human rights. Thank you.